So when I think about a child coming into the court system, I've kind of looked at it in this way. Walking up to a dining room table and there's a puzzle just scattered. Pieces are everywhere. It's like, that's kind of how the child comes to you. They're in pieces, and it's really the advocate's job to kind of put those pieces of the puzzle together, fill in the gaps, in order to present that as a full picture. But you really need that one person to put it all together, of what that child has been through and what they are going through now.
CASA is that important part of the DeKalb County community because it assists children, it assists minors, it assists that population in our community that is more vulnerable and that at times kind of forgotten.
The child was abused, the child was neglected. There's a reason that we're in court. These generally are kids who are in the court system through no fault of their own. They didn't do the things that got them there. And oftentimes, mom has an attorney and dad has an attorney and the state has an attorney, and nobody's speaking up for the kids. That's my job. I speak up for the kids. I stand in and I kind of represent them, actually.
They're by themselves out there, you know, they don't have anybody to speak for them, and when I heard that that's what CASA was about, I knew I wanted to be a part of it. The more you get to be involved, the more bonds that you get to make helps you become a better person to speak for what they might need.
Caseworkers come and go, DCFS workers come and go, even attorneys and, change throughout the case. But the CASA Advocate, really the goal is for that person to remain constant and the same person throughout the case.
Right now I have a minor that I've been with him going on to, if I'm not mistaken, 7 years. This child came originally for domestic abuse. What I want the most is for him to find a loving home, a family, someone that he doesn't have to worry about making that effort to get to know, making that effort to fit in. And he's an amazing human being. But sometimes life is not too generous to him.
I want them to feel important, and hopefully they can carry that with them then throughout their lives. There is more need right now than we have volunteers, and so it is critical. The need is right now.
As a CASA Advocate, you don't have to have a career in social work or school counselor. You can work at anywhere and still be a CASA Advocate. As long as you're older than 24 and are able to commit for 2 years to be with this child, then you're good to go.
I work full-time and I have 5 kids. So and I find the time to do that. I definitely think the commitment that you have to make it's a small commitment for the large impact that it has. Seeing his eyes when I come in and he's very excited to see me, that's a really rewarding feeling. Knowing that I'm there to help fight for him. So having people there, like myself, other dedicated people to make sure these kids don't get forgotten.
When I realized the impact that my being in this child's life made, being a CASA Advocate was something that I would do as long as I could. That's
what drove me. I think any good advocate, that's what they want to do, is to help make the lives better for the kids.
We are seeing a surge of need it's more that we as advocates of what we have right now can handle. A lot of people might think, well, there's always someone helping this children of this child. But not really.
We should all be helping each other, and these kids in their time of need people like CASA Advocates to come in and be able to give them a voice, be able to have them be heard.
You have an open heart and you have an open mind, then you can absolutely be a CASA Advocate.
You could be one of those people. You could be a very important person in a kid's life.